spoilers. So holy hell, I know there is a horrible CGI, which is the baby. The baby is one of the worst CGIs ever. And I was looking, I was like, oh, that's a terrible baby.
Yeah.
But I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
Because it can have a floating baby. It could get injured or something like that.
It's just, I hate when they do it because then it just looks really, really bad. And then it takes away from the film. But go ahead, fill me in. I need to know about this baby.
So what he is a legitimate MacGuffin. He is an overpowered character that has every power known to man. So whatever he thinks it happens. His first powers is definitely necromance. That's why he gets to save Susan, and we'll talk about that later. But he is a very broken character. This is why Galactus wanted him, because he has this power to get rid of his curse. Yeah. Because Galactus was basically this menacing guy, a god, who loves to devour so much things. And that's why he goes around eating planets. But instead of him just eating the planets, like one by one, because it's starting to realize that it turned out more of a curse than an actual power that he wanted. Okay. So what he does is he wants something else to take over that hunger, which is the baby. Because he noticed that the baby is super strong and he is the most unique little stupid cosmo power being. Okay. Which is everything of power. And that's why Dr. Doom wants him. I'm pretty sure. That's why the baby is going to be the focus, because it is the most powerful thing in the whole goddamn Marvel. And people thought Sentry was broken. That baby's stronger.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'm kind of going like, please don't do this. But it is. It's happening. The baby is the most overbroken character in the MCU right now, because it is just ridiculous strong he is. You saw how he brought back the mother. Yeah. Yeah, because it knows everything. It's very intelligent. That's why he likes the book. I call that. What was the book?
The intelligent. Yeah, it was. I forgot what the book was, but yeah, it was a very.
Yeah, because it is the baby that is all strong, and everybody hates that baby. I hate that baby too, because just how powerful he is. And people are saying Superman's overpowered. No, if that baby goes up against Superman, that thing is gonna win.
Damn, that's crazy.
It'll just wipe him out of existence. Bullshit.
Damn.
But yeah, basically that's what the reason why in the plot. That's what it is in the story. It is. And Galactus looks the way how Galactus is. He is this magnitude monster that just devours planets. And instead of him just like a floating body, just going after and chewing the planet like an apple, which there is comic books like that. Yeah. Instead, he travels in a ship, which makes more sense. Yeah. Because you don't want Galactus just flying around.
That'd be kind of funny, though.
It would be. Yeah. It would be hilarious. But it is just funny. Yeah, but either way, what do you think of the...
Well, besides, I guess, Galactic's whole moment when he finally shows up. I did like his eye stuff, though. Well, yeah, that shit was cool. Yeah. Well, just like how it changes and stuff like that. Yeah. Honestly, Johnny Storm's freaking flame on mode of when he's on fire, that did not look good.
Yeah,
too.
It's kind of hard doing that kind of. Especially with Mr. Fantastic. Their powers is like his stretchability. Yeah. And I don't think they're ever going to get it right.
Which is crazy, because honestly, he didn't stretch much.
No, he didn't.
In this whole film, which was crazy. Because
I like to point out, too, that I don't think... I should have said this. It's not very much of an action-packed film. There's not much punching.
This is a very... even though the Thing says it all the time, it's clobbering time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of not clobbering time.
It's a cartoon, though. Yeah. He's like, no, I don't say that. It's actually from a cartoon.
Yeah, but
it's funny like that. And it's really unique that way, at least to me, that, obviously these guys were basically already around. And basically they're already structured into it, and they already did so much successful things that the whole world sees them as saviors. Some of them are leaders, like Sue Storm, because everybody trusts her with her charisma. Yeah. And everybody sees Reed Richards as this problem solver. Yeah. And Johnny Storm is just one of those guys who basically think of marketing and all that stuff. He's a genius. And you just see Ben just basically being the chef, cooking. He loves to cook and all that kind of stuff. And basically what they're saying is together, they're apart, but they're basically mostly family. Yeah. They already had their problems, but together they're unique. Yeah. In their own little way. And that's why I like it more than other things that we had over the years. So let's go right into the beginning. What happens in the beginning, boy? You remember when basically Sue Storm was in the bathroom? Basically, she was.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of the ship scene. That.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We'll get to the. Yeah, we'll go.
No, yeah. It literally starts with them. She's pregnant, like off the rip. Apparently, they weren't even trying.
No, they weren't. Basically, it was a nice little surprise. Like every motherhood kind of comes into play. Like they kind of tried, but it wasn't unexpected, and they were kind of shocked that like even Reed Richards was like, I can't believe it. Like we've been trying all these years, and now a miracle happened. So I think mothers will definitely love this for sure. Just have that kind of moment bonding like that it shows that family is pretty strong together, and it was nice. It was pretty good, at least for me. Do you had any problems with that?
No.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, I was thinking about it. No, I was like, there's no problems with that. It's just the problem I had is like the whole focus was about the baby. I didn't even know there was a whole baby thing too that was going to be about it.
The MacGuffin?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why, that's why I'm hoping that Doctor Strange or Doctor Doom would do something to rip it apart from the baby without killing it and just say, and he tried using it and he explodes. We don't get to talk about it ever again. It'll be funny. Like, oh, got too much power? But no. Yeah, because he's an overpowered baby. That's why Galactus wanted him. But after that, when the whole scene that happened is, I can't believe we're going to have a baby. And he's like shocked and he's proud. He's like he's getting worried. He's starting to sway. He's starting to go like, I'm actually kind of nervous.
Which they notice when they show up.
Oh yeah.
They went to go have dinner with Ben and Johnny.
Yeah, and it was just showing that part, and then it cuts off to the introduction, which is one of my favorite ones.
The introduction.
And it's showing like Fantastic Four, the music, because the soundtrack is really amazing. I enjoyed that. And they were showing that 4 astronauts went to space and had a freak accident.
Which I did like, their origin story.
Oh, yeah. I love the origin story. I missed the thing because his freak accident changed his life for the worst. Because obviously he lost many things. He lost his loved one because he looked at him. He looks like a mutation monster. Kind of broke up the marriage because of that. Like his was really fucked up. And in the comics, it became one of the most humble of characters ever because the way how people treated him. Like they treated him like a monster. He had every right to become a villain.
Yeah. And he didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. And he found a way that people actually love him. In this world, people love them. Yeah. They enjoy their character.
The kids like him and stuff like that. Yeah. The people love him.
And it just showed them how basically that this world is different. It is more unique. Yeah. You see different technology. You see Herbie as a robot. He has cassettes. Basically, the Herbie, the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him like the cassette in there for like
reminded
space travel.
Reminded me of like R2 type style.
Exactly.
The Jetsons.
Yeah, and then this is the part where you finally said the Fantastic Four are here to stay and save everybody's life. They always liked putting this out. This is why I always thought when I first saw the trailers that this world was going to explode or Galactus actually wins. And I was going to be like ready for that. I'm like, holy crap, how the hell? I was hoping for that too. And I was like, how are they going to make the Fantastic Four move into the MCU in our prime Earth? But it didn't work that way. It's just showing that they could exist, different else.
Yeah.
So it's just showing like it's a separate thing. It's their own little universe. They're kind of doing their own thing. And I think it works that way. Instead of trying to collect everything. But it would have been pretty cool seeing Galactus win.
It would have, yeah. I was hoping for that.
Yeah, it'd be a lot more darker and everybody would be sadder, but whatever. It is what it is. So after that scene, you see Johnny and basically Ben. You see Ben cooking. He's being very careful. He knows how to handle his power because he doesn't want to break anything. And he's just cooking. He's like, okay. I think they cut that scene off. In the trailer?
No, he did it.
Oh, he did it?
Yeah, because he dipped his finger. The robot's cooking.
Yeah.
And then he's go, okay. Yeah. He's like, that's good. And then when Johnny tries it, he's like, that's not good.
Yeah,
he said it just needs a little spice. A little garlic will help in there. Yeah. Which we see him crush the garlic and add it in there.
Yeah.
Which helps.
And obviously he doesn't care really much about, Johnny. He doesn't want to wait, so he grabbed Lucky Charms. He starts eating it.
Spoil your appetite.
Yeah, he's like, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm hungry now.
They're late.
Yeah.
They're late. They're always late. They come and they immediately...
What, did they say they were late? I thought this was the first time they were late. No. And that's why he's like, wait, this is strange. Why are they late?
No.
That's when Ben said
that they're always late.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right, probably.
That's why they're like, should we just start without them?
Yeah.
And then they came, they're like, you guys were late. you guys are late. And then
this is when they're acting weird. It's like,
and then Ben saw through everything
because he's actually he is more. He's well aware of his surroundings and he knows more about people's skills.
Yeah,
that's why it makes him a little bit different. Yeah,
and he just
blurted it out.
Yeah, he said, "You're pregnant." So they didn't even answer. He's like, "You guys,
like, how do you know?" And this is probably heartwarming because it's such a family moment that even Vin Diesel will be jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was because obviously they were together. It's like, we're going to be the best uncles. Yeah. Benji, Ben, that's his actual name, Benji. Yeah. And obviously Storm, fucking Johnny. Yeah. And they see Storm is like, you're going to be the best mother. And you, Mr. Fantastic, you're going to be the greatest dad. No, I'm just kidding. You're out of your league. Yeah, I have no idea what you're doing.
The best uncles here.
Yeah, and it's amazing. This is why I love about the scene. It's like it's taking itself kind of in. It's letting you breathe about the emotions, what's going on, and it's fantastic. It's enjoying. It's the best part. And obviously there is something going on. You see something that's happening. You see Ben walking. There's kids going out and telling them to lift the car up.
Yeah.
And obviously
he was getting cookies.
Yeah, he was getting cookies because I think this is the part where they didn't drove Ben too much because it would have been really amazing to see that character fleshed out more because obviously he was looking
I think they should have.
Yeah, he was looking at a TV and just looking at how he previous look.
Oh yeah, they were talking about him.
Yeah. And basically it just showed that he changed a lot over the years, that he looks like a very different person with powers, but everybody loved him. The kids were like saying, "Hey, lift up that car," just like in Superman issue #1. How you lift up the car, how the buggy, and it kind of resembles that, and it was pretty cool. It's kind of doing a little montage to it.
Throw the car.
It's like like that, and everybody was laughing. Yeah. It's like maybe next, and then a lady came out,
a teacher
who he has interest of. He's like, maybe you should have tossed the car to show him a lesson, which of course I was just like, probably not. And you could tell Ben that he was actually kind of nervous because he didn't know how to talk. He's like, yeah, maybe I should go to this place where you're inviting me, and this time I'll try to bring cookies. He's like, maybe you should. She's interested of him as well, but he can't really tell.
Yeah.
And he's like, how dumb of me, saying cookies. Like that. And you see an older guy going like, hey, thing, do the thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, it's only in the cartoons. I don't say the thing. It's collaborating time like that. And see, this is the world that is so amazing and beautiful, just how everything is just fantastic. I just can't say to be honest, this is probably the best film out of the Fantastic, to me at least. It was pretty good. And obviously we'll keep going to where the problem is because this is where it's working a lot. Mr. Fantastic, looking at like he's building some things, he's like looking at statistics, like he's actually freaking out because he's in his lab doing all this crazy stuff. Johnny comes in and he's like,
oh, is this when he breaks the lights? No, this is where he gets the glasses, right? Johnny, yeah. He comes in, but why did he come in?
He came in because, he came in with basically the costume designs, and he's like, hey,
for the
suits, and he's like, the space.
Oh yeah, he found it, and he was like, I found these new suits laying around.
Yeah, it's like when are we gonna go to space? Because what I like about Johnny, what he loves is he loves to go in space. That's what he wanted to go for a very long time. And obviously he's like, so are you going to make these? So when are we going to go up there? It's like, not now, Johnny. We're all too busy right now at the moment. And he's just like, damn it. Because he wants to go to space. That's what the man wants. And he just can't go because, there's things that's falling into place. And he feels like he is absolutely doing nothing.
Yeah.
He feels useless. And this is what I like about Johnny when he gets a little bit more character development. And then what happens after that, boy?
I just remember the lights turning off. I just don't know why.
Oh, because he was working on this.
What was he working on? The teleportation?
Teleportation.
Okay.
Because what he's trying to do is transfer like an egg to a different place. But it requires so much energy that it shuts down the whole building. It creates a huge blackout. And you see freaking Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richard, going like, because he's already annoyed with Johnny. He's like, Johnny's here just bothering me. Like, go away. I have so much things going around my head. I don't need you into the mix. And so he's like, all right, Johnny, could you go fix the power switch? He's like, yeah.
Yeah, it turns on, flames on.
And while and the reason why he left, because he actually took a disc, because there's recordings going on in space, which Johnny actually kind of found interesting, because there's sounds that he can't quite picture. And Mr. Fantastic looked at it, but he didn't really too much care about it. Yeah. So he took it and he's kind of playing it. And this is when Sue Storm comes in and just going like, what did Sue Storm came in for?
So something about the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was something about, I don't remember what she said her exactly in the scene.
Yeah, she just came in there like telling them like, look, you're going to be about to be an uncle. You should probably prepare. But obviously you're there doing disc. But he's like, but no, look, this is what I found kind of interesting. There's some noises going on in space that might be interesting. He's like, whatever, Johnny, you know, just do whatever you're going to do. You know, he's just like, are you going to find a girlfriend yet?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just got to find the right one. Because in the previous one, in the Fantastic Four, Johnny was a womanizer. And this one, they kind of toned him down for that.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. And this one, he's just kind of like, you know, more calm. And he's just like, you know, I want to find the right person. Maybe he already mingled enough for those 4 years that he looks like he probably wants to settle down.
Yeah.
So he's probably like a little bit more grown up, and maybe he just wants to go to space already. Who knows? Many factors fall into place, or he didn't give the chance to show that character what he really is. So then going back to obviously Reed Richards and Sue Storm kind of going into the laboratory, you know, where he kind of built that machine, or basically Sue Storm actually went to the crib to check on the crib from Herbie's actually building.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got into because he should be the one doing it.
Yeah, he should be. And I like this part because he's like, Sue Storm is like, aren't you supposed to be the one making the crib? And he's like, no, like anybody could actually make a crib, and it only takes one specific person to make this machine.
Yeah.
And he's like, but that's what a father's supposed to do. But it's like, it's fine. And he's like he's kind of wondering if you'll actually become, or actually if you'll have any kind of powers. He's kind of worried about that, because is he going to be a normal boy, or
he's really worried. Yeah, he doesn't know if he's going to be like the Thing, and he blames himself all the time for it.
Yeah, and he always scans the belly, and obviously they shows like no radiation, no signs of like any kind of like, you know, powers. Basically, like it's saying like there's nothing wrong with him. Like he's just like all the vitals are good and everything is fine, but you can't find if there's anything wrong with him, because he just wants to make sure. And Sue Storm is like, oh, don't worry, just take a look. Like it's just a healthy boy. Where she turns up visibility and you get to see the baby right there. Yeah, it was like pretty cool.
And that was bad CGI though.
Well, yeah, don't get me wrong, it was bad, but really it's like,
bad.
How the hell are you gonna do it? And you get to see the boy. You see Reed Richards kind of touching the belly and just going like, I can't believe I'm about to be a father, which is kind of unique. And then after that, they go back into the tower where all 4 of them are at. And all of a sudden, you start hearing cops going around. I don't know what happened to this scene. Boy, do you know? When all of them just hang out again?
And when they look down, they talk about the villains. I know they talk about a couple of the villains that they've encountered.
Oh, Mole Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
And different like crime syndicates. But it wasn't.
Yeah, it was just like one of those scenes like passing by like what Sue Storm was doing, you know, like everyone's getting together, like the newspaper kind of thing. The Mole Man hated Reed Richards, but then he actually liked them.
Yeah, he hated him.
Yeah. And it does play, it plays later on afterwards, but obviously they're ready to have dinner once again. And all of a sudden you see Johnny going like, I actually surprised you're taking this more well than you're supposed to be. Like I thought you'd be like cramped up in your studies and just keep drawing away. Yeah. But he's like, no, that's appointment for later. But I got more of a surprise is you start hearing sirens going off, and then you start seeing like cars going.
Oh yeah, this is when the Silver Surfer.
Well, not yet. And then you start seeing, and then all of a sudden it's like, what's going on? Is there trouble? It's like, no, this is more like a, how you call that? Like surprise? Because what he's doing, he is capturing all the mob villains in the world. That's what he did.
Oh, that's what he was doing?
Yeah, that's what he was doing. That's because he's trying to make it baby proof, just like what Ben said.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? You're making a baby proof for the world?
Yeah. Oh, that's what he meant.
He's like, oh, well, yeah. He's like this. Look at that as a baby surprise, like a bed, like a shower. I don't know what you call that, but whatever.
Baby shower.
There you go, baby shower. And he's like, but I kind of want to punch people in the face too. And you see Johnny, yeah, I kind of want to flame some guy as well. It's just funny because, obviously they feel bored. But obviously you see Reed Richards is like, he could have done it any time. Yeah. But obviously I guess he lets those guys handle some of those action and those villains. And they are villains from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, they show a montage of them fighting them.
Yeah. And obviously he just baby-proofed the whole world. Yeah, he's an asshole for not doing it earlier, but I'm guessing he just wants everybody to do their own thing, and obviously you see Ben kind of wants to punch people in the face.
Yeah.
And that's what he does. So when that happens, you start seeing something in the sky finally. It's starting to go red.
Yeah, it looked like meteorites.
Yeah, exactly. And then you start seeing... At first, I thought it was meteors like coming down and start hitting everything, but no. It turns out to be the Silver Surfer. And then you see Johnny Flame On. He tries to go over there and tries to stop that person. You see everybody taking the cool car. And they stop in the middle of the road. And this is, I guess, she has powers of telekinesis where she kind of takes a whole broadcast into her view. And everybody was watching going like, well, what did she say here?
She told them that Earth has been marked. Because she's the one who marks like planets for Galactus. But she told them that I think they have like a few months before Galactus arrives, and then he's basically going to devour the planet.
Yeah.
So she gives them a set date, and then she tries leaving, but Johnny follows her into space practically.
Yeah.
She tells him a couple words when he does catch up to her. Which I don't remember what they mean.
But it was an alien word that he didn't understand.
Which plays a big part in this film.
Yeah, and then you see Johnny kind of looking into her eyes like going like, I think I'm in love.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're having a moment. Or at least that's what he thought. And she just pushed him out of there and he just fell.
Okay.
And obviously she flew away. And they're just questioning. So what happened, Johnny? Why did you let her escape? It's like, well, I look into her eyes. And I saw the stars. He fell in love, basically.
Yeah, my reflection.
Yeah, the reflection. I see the stars. It looked nice. And she looks beautiful. It's like, really? He's like, all right, we got to get to the lab. We got to find out what's going on. But there's more. She said something about like a different language. I didn't understand. Could you repeat that? Like Reed Richards is like that. Yeah. You didn't know. You had no idea.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, good. He's like, all right, since you might figure out something, we could use that later. They didn't just dismiss Johnny right there. Like, no, you're an idiot, Johnny. Get out of the way. Let the real heroes, do their thing. But no, they actually went to do their own thing. This is where you start seeing Reed Richards trying to figure out where's the Silver Surfer is at.
Yeah.
You see Sue getting prepared. And then you see Benji, who is basically the pilot of the spaceship, getting ready as well. And basically there is a conference as well, what's going on.
What's going to happen, what they can do. And then they find out where it's coming from. And then they also found out that other planets had a similar effect.
Yeah, exactly. And what was the effect?
The same recording. It was like around the same recording of their planets being marked for death.
Yep.
And there was a planet, apparently, like a solar system where they're at currently, that's about to get destroyed, which we do see get destroyed.
Oh, yeah, which it was pretty sick.
Yeah. But for them, just to get there, I think it would take 20 hours. Yeah, they were going to go stop Thanos, or not Thanos, Galactus.
Galactus, the Devourer of Worlds. And this is the part where they go in the conference. They got their suits. You see Johnny happy. He's like, yeah, we're going to space. He's like that, like excited. And he's like, we got the designs in. It's like, we're ready. And obviously Sue Storm is still kind of think about it like, should I be going into this dangerous spot? But of course they need her because she's a good navigator. And this is everybody's important in this. Like even Ben, even Johnny, and they had to go to space. And I love the reporting part is like, so how is your plan to actually destroy Galactus?
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't know. We know where it's at. So instead of him coming towards us, we go straight to him and stop him there. It's like, they're all like celebrating because they actually love the idea of them not actually get to have Galactus come to the world. So everyone's saying is like, are you going to be safe? Like basically like they're just kind of questioning is if everyone's going to be safe. They're prepared that their heroes are going to take care of everything.
Yeah.
And then you see everybody like looking at like pictures, taking photos, and basically they're ready to go to space. But everybody's making their last, like farewell. Even the Thing was wanting to go talk to the girl that he
got too scared. Wait, did he?
Yeah, he got too scared. Yeah. He looked like back. He's like, he kind of wanted to say hi and go in, but he's like, I can't.
Wow.
See, that's why I was like, I wish there was more heart to it. I wish they go a little bit more deeper into it, but they didn't do it.
No.
Yeah, no. So he's like, all right, whatever. So they go in, they're ready, and basically they like the initiative takeoff, and this is pretty cool. I like how they do it a little bit like Star Trek kind of thing.
Yeah, that was cool.
And they went into the ship. Kind of reminds me of that Superman of the Man of Steel thing. You know how that?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The little, I know people don't remember, but the alien thing.
The claw thing that was drilling.
Yeah, the Phantom Zone, like where Zod went into. And basically, that's when they start traveling. And they start digging up a plan. So what are we going to do with this guy once we actually get to that person? Galactus. Yeah. Like, how are we going to deal with them? He's like, I don't know. We're just going to see what's going to happen. We're going to take some tests. That's what Reed Richards is saying. And you see them getting bored.
Yeah, they just want to fight.
Yeah, it's like, all right, fine. If he has a face, we get to punch him in the face. And they're like, yeah, we got this. And it was really cool. So what happened after that?
I think they immediately landed at the planet. And once when they landed at the planet,
they
don't see him. What?
Well, they didn't immediately. They just basically stopped fast traveling. And they saw the planet where he was at. And then you see a massive devouring force absorbing the planet. And you notice the ship coming out, like the biggest ship that you see. And it was massive. And basically people were kind of like, or at least they were shocked what it was. And they were dodging those planet asteroids. And then they got caught into a tractor beam.
Oh, yeah.
It was red. Right. Yeah. And basically it was getting like sucked in. And then you see the Silver Surfer is like, you shouldn't have come here. Like, why are you here? Because she teleported herself in. And he's like, all right, fine, whatever. My master is ready to see you.
Yeah.
And this is when they come out, and then you see Mr. Fantastic going like they're kind of worried. They're like, this is kind of creepy. But Herbie, go take some samples. Take some DNA and all that. So whatever you could collect. And you see Herbie going off to the right side. And this is when they start going on to the, to where Galactus is at. But you see Silver Surfer and the Human Torch kind of talking to each other. Yeah. And he can't really use up his powers too much. Because?
Well, I don't know why. Oxygen? Was it oxygen? Yeah. But he asked her two things. One is the part of the body. Mm. And the other thing was, what did you say to me when I last saw you? Which she told him. Yeah. And it was something about death. Yeah. Death together or something like that.
Death together. One of those lines.
It was something like that. And then obviously that's when he asked the stupid question. And then he came back. He's like, so did you charm her? Or something like that.
Or did she, like Ben is like, oh, she dumped you.
Yeah.
It's like, she did not dump me. It's like, yeah, she did. Like, come on, Johnny. There's always somebody else out there in the world. You'll be fine.
Once when they get there, this when we see Galactus for the first time. Which his introduction was cool.
It was intimidating. And I was like, yes, that's from the comic books. I finally get to see Galactus for the first time like that instead of a dumb cloud.
Leave the cloud alone.
The clouds are idiotic. They did it for Green Lantern. They did it for freaking Superman. They did it for like the Fantastic Four. It's awful. I'm done with the clouds. And I'm surprised that you actually find the cloud a little bit more entertaining. I'm like, what? But okay, whatever. I just love Galactus, how he is accurately and how he is. And he's just like intimidating. He has that voice, intimidating, and he has those glowing eyes. And he's just looking at them. It's like, why are you here? I'm guessing is because you came here to try to, what would he say? Like,
mercy, beg for mercy.
Beg for mercy. And he was like, and are you coming here to stop me? And he's like, no, we just come here to talk. Reed Richards is like that.
Yeah, because he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's out of our league. He's like, there's no way we're going to stop him. And he's like, it doesn't matter. And he focuses his eyes on one person and who that person was.
Franklin.
Well, Sue, and then, Franklin. And he's like, like he's like interested in something. Yeah. It's like, I will give up my threat against Earth if you give me the unborn boy. And you see Reed Richards like, no, we're not gonna give him to you. Like he's about to say some like a negative word to Galactus, but he's like, well, if you want your Earth to be spared, that is my only offer. If not, I'm gonna take that baby and I'm gonna make him watch me devour your planet slowly. Yeah. And he also did say that he is the key to my Richard curse.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
And he's like, and then like, we got to get out of here. Like basically, Johnny went flame on and started blasting him. And then you start seeing like, we got to get out of here. And you see Silver Surfer coming in, but you see freaking the thing clotheslining.
Yeah, he pushed through. Yeah.
And I love it because Johnny was kind of like, kind of nervous too, because he's like, should I fight? He's like, Johnny, defend your nephew.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna die. He's like, yeah, you're right. He's like, and so they started having a nice little battle here and forth. And you see Galactus had tubes in his back. I guess like whatever he's absorbing.
Yeah, I don't know what that is about, but it was hurting him.
Yeah, but obviously we all know the Silver Surfer could take all 4 of them on, really.
Yeah.
So Galactus doesn't really need to get out of his chair. He's like too busy devouring the planet, I guess, from the tubes. Because it kind of makes sense if he's devouring the lava and stuff. So obviously he didn't need to do that. So the Silver Surfer is the one who goes after them, but they manage to escape. You see Herbie behind them fast as he can. And he's like, Herbie, you got all the good stuff. Let's get out of here. And then obviously they went into the ship. And he's like, we got to get out of here. They blow a hole down to the lower level and they manage to escape. That's how they managed to escape. And basically they only have a few minutes to get into the right moment.
For they could reach hyperdrive. But obviously the Silver Surfer is right on their ass because it is that fast, the Silver Surfer. Yeah, it's a broken character too, by the way. Pretty broken that was,
Yeah. And see, this is the thing. I like the Fantastic Four because they go up against galaxy threats. They fight like beyond things. You know, they went up, they got help from the Watcher. That's how broken these guys are.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's reasons why the comic books are crazy. But what happened after this?
They're being chased down by the Silver Surfer.
And it was good. And you see everybody like in their battle position. You see Johnny has to take up the gun.
Well, she's starting to go in labor.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was another crazy thing.
She's going in labor.
But why though? Because of
Galactus.
Exactly, because he did something that he wanted the baby to come out immediately right away. And obviously you start seeing them escaping into hyperspace, and Ben is like, Johnny, shoot your girlfriend out of the sky. He's like,
I'm trying,
but she's so like sexy. And I was just like, what? Like Johnny, okay, that was like, a little ridiculous, but he was trying to shoot her. But obviously, the laser was going around because it couldn't basically aim perfectly.
Yeah, they're in a sphere.
Yeah, sphere, like a black hole basically. So it couldn't. You had to think how to shoot her, and that was pretty brilliant.
Yeah, which he did get her like a few times, but she kept coming back.
Yeah, because she's stuck to that board.
Yeah.
So no matter how far she gets, she kind of just gets sucked into the board. Not like teleport, but suck into it. Because that's how magnetic she is.
Reed Richard figures out a plan to get her into a gargantua black hole.
Yeah, and this is like the like crazy moments because
they're like
he's having a baby.
Yeah.
And Sue Storm can't really do anything much. She can't turn the ship visible because she's giving birth.
So finish what you're saying.
Yeah. So basically, Reed Richards was having a baby. He's the one who has to think of a plan as fast as he can. And he's like, all right, well, what we have to do is basically there's a black hole here. We're going to have to get off it, and we're going to have to use that in order to shoot her into the black hole because she'll be stuck there for like a month. And that was pretty sick and then he's like, all right, so we'll do it. Please, darling, can you do this for me with one favor and turn the ship invisible? And obviously she's all panicking, and she's like, she has like
trying to at the same time. That's
exactly
crazy.
And then you see this cool like amazing effects, like you see that the black hole looks all nice, and basically you see the Silver Surfer kind of riding like a wave.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, that's sick. And I'm like, this is where it's good stuff right
So
here.
what happened? They used like a time dilation where she thought it was the ship.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't them when they turned.
Yeah, it was the teleporter or like the fast engine thing.
Yeah.
that basically separated and exploded, and the Silver Surfer got caught up in the explosion, and she fell into the black hole. While she was doing that, you see Ben has to give it the ship commands
they had
to
to slingshot.
Yeah.
They had to go around the planet, interstellar styles, where they had to slingshot it at a perfect timing. If not, they get launched in there too.
Yeah.
And they're stuck in time dilation as well.
Yeah.
Which obviously, when they're doing it at the same time, she ends up giving birth as soon as they slingshot.
Yeah. And this is the part where I can't defend it. The CGI was awful. Yeah. The baby was awful looking. And I was like, could you make a real baby?
Really bad.
It was bad. And this is why it's not like 100% like an A out of me. Because the CGI of the baby was the hardest part to look. But eventually they go back to realism, like the actual baby.
Yeah. Once when they get back to the planet, which I like when they get back to the planet, she just had her baby. They land.
Good moments here.
The lady just had labor. She's like, they're like, presto, you guys defeated Galactus, basically.
Oh, this is the cool part. I love this part because they're dumbfounded. There is like, we can't beat this guy.
Yeah, they couldn't do it. They couldn't even beat the Silver Surfer. So
this is like the first defeat they had in the longest time.
Yeah, they weren't. They would have thought, they're back. They beat Galactus and stuff like that. They have all these W's, and then immediately when they land, they're like, "Come here, come here, come here." The press is ready for you.
And so Storm can't do it because she's having her baby.
And people are freaking out that she has her baby. They're excited,
oh my God, like that.
And then
it works. It works. That's why I love it.
When Reed Richards gets on the podium,
it's funny because Ben or Johnny Storm didn't want to do it. They're like, we don't know what to say. And he's the only one with the experience to actually at least talk somewhat. But he wasn't ready neither. And he was right there in the like all confused. He's like, yeah, we didn't defeat Galactus. He's still there and he's still coming. And everyone's like, what? Why didn't you stop him? Why? Well, because he wanted something that is very valuable to us. It's our baby. And everyone's like, what? Give him the baby. Are you an idiot? One life doesn't, and basically everyone turns against him, and basically everyone's like, "Don't worry, we will beat Galactus." And you see, but when? It's like, not yet. You see Johnny, but eventually we will. Yeah. And I think Reed Richards kind of let it slip that he didn't want to say.
Because he asked them.
Yeah, exactly. He just said, they were unprepared. That's
why. He's like, are we safe? And he told them, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And this is the first time that he was actually unsure. And even though he's the most brilliant man in the whole Marvel universe, he was stomped. He had no idea because he is technically fighting a god.
Yeah, which we do discover when they get back in the house and they start looking at samples. The samples predate their universe.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's like, this stuff doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And he was actually just kind of shocked. He didn't know what to do. And basically they're in the board is like people are starting to go crazy. Everybody's starting to steal again. Because the world is basically in this harmony thing. Like everybody got along really well. Everybody's got
armies disabled
pretty much. And basically now everyone's starting to get panic and they're all afraid. And you see Reed Richards thinking, it's like, what am I gonna do? Is there something I could do? He's like, I just gotta make a foundation, which I had no idea about. And basically they're talking about like all four of them. It's like, so how are we gonna stop him when he comes over here? He's like, I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah.
Which I think this might be the scene where I think Sue figures out that he was actually considering it.
Yeah, I think that was sick.
Like that. Not that I wouldn't say he considered it, but the thought crossed his mind, of course, because like they get into this argument where he goes in the room.
There is in the news part too. Like people talking about it. It's kind of one of those realistic takes that I love. It's like one of those debates like you have. It's like there's a guy in the news. It's like, well, if one life means, saving everybody else, wouldn't you take that? In the news report, there's a douchebag on TV.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
Yeah, because it was such it was such like a big thing.
It's an easy problem they were telling him. It's like,
it's like give up one life to save millions of lives, billions of lives actually, and obviously they're all there on the table just thinking what to do, and they're actually defeated. They don't know what to do.
Yeah, they're stuck. which is what led into what led to that argument they start having. He's like, my job's like look at all the possibilities, think of all the possibilities, what could happen, and she tells him
statistically it's all accurate. Like the numbers are high. We could just give the baby away.
Yeah,
and this is where she gets mad.
But he was like, of course I'm not gonna do it. I just thought of it.
What she hates about him. Yeah. He thinks too illogical, and he is basically what she's thinking, that he will just sacrifice anything that is basically more higher probability of basically he's willing to sacrifice a child if it
which
comes
we
to
see it again.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to. He's
obviously. It's his kid.
Yeah, because you don't really know what geniuses people with high IQs will think, really. They're kind of in a different universe, technically speaking. With all this mind, advance, whatever they have in their brains, they could rather just go to be honest, we could just try again, with a different baby. Like seeing the debate of those two going at it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just saying are you gonna give them away just because everybody else said it? Or are you trying to do what a father should do, is defend the family? And he was kind of in the hard position of what to do. But obviously he picks family.
Yeah. And she figures out too.
Oh yeah.
Because they start lining up. I think this is where they go outside.
Oh yeah. This is the part where all the protests give up the baby.
Yeah, and you see they're Ben, scared.
Yeah, you see Ben no, they're just afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're terrified. They don't know what's gonna happen. And obviously this is when Sue comes out. What happened to her?
She just came down there already, and they're booing the shit out of her. Yeah. Telling her just give the baby. And then, but she hits them with the truth, to sacrifice one life. She's like, no. She's like, they'll fight heaven and earth just to protect them because they're all family.
Yeah, and I agree. But this is the part was a little bit comic book. It's a little bit because you think everybody will agree to this.
Yeah.
No, not really. There'll be a little debate going on still. No, I don't believe you. Give up the baby. And then the other side will be actually, no, let's defend the baby.
That's what gave him the idea.
Yeah.
Which was the move heaven, but not. He said obviously not heaven, but earth. Yeah. We could move earth. And then he already pinpointed a galaxy. Mm-hmm. A galaxy similar to Earth, with the moons. I think there was a few moons. But
basically, his plan is exactly moving everybody, and it'll take Galactus 1 billion years to finally find them again.
Yeah.
So basically, Galactus will probably be so bored of trying to find that Pacific planet and just find something else. So it's kind of a genius plan. It's let's just move the planet. But obviously, that plan has a flaw.
Big flaw.
Yeah. What do you think that flaw is?
It takes way too much power that the Earth doesn't even have.
True.
Which, how do they figure it out?
Johnny comes in, and basically it requires everybody to assist them. Basically, the whole world.
Yeah, and to save power.
Which was pretty...
Yes.
It's a good, nice little comic book kind of I feel like they have so much credit now, the Fantastic Four, in the world that people trust them to believe that.
It's like Dragon Ball Z with Mr. Satan.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So, exactly. Yeah. Good point of view right there. That's pretty good.
So, they have blackout Fridays. That's why the Thing grows a beard, which you see that he was trying to shave.
Oh, yeah. And it was pretty good. You see Johnny as well. He is trying to figure out the voices.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out the recording voices of what she says because he figured out that it is her voice. He's just trying to figure out what she's trying to say.
Exactly.
Which he ends up pinpointing, which I like. It's he's not just a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
But he's smart too, that he was able to find where she was and figure out. I don't know how he figured out that was the language and the name of the planet.
Yeah.
He ends up figuring out all that stuff.
Yeah. Everybody has a moment to shine. This is why it makes such a great storytelling, because not everyone gets left behind or actually don't have anything undervalued to give. It all works out. And basically you see Benji finally have the courage to talk to the lady, his crush. And he's like, oh, so are you coming here for spiritual guidance?
He said no, he came to see her.
Yeah, no, I came to see you actually. And then she smiled and she's like, oh, they having a moment. But obviously they kind of skipped through this. Maybe they
did skip through it.
It feels like there's more to it, but I guess they didn't want to point that out.
They didn't want to make the movie too long.
Yeah, exactly. Because, it's running out of time. And this is the part where you see, obviously they're still kind of debating if it's going to work or not. But it's like it has to work for, everybody's safety and everybody's putting their all. You see, they're communicating with everybody, on their mics, like French.
Yeah,
like
France,
Bolivia,
like Germany and
everything.
India.
Like, yeah, we just got to, keep doing this.
Oh, yeah, I think they were doing the countdown.
Yeah.
They were finally, it was going to take 30. That's, of course, as soon as they started, the Silver Surfer shows up.
And
practically domino effect, which Johnny was already on it. He flew over there trying to catch up.
Yeah, because obviously they notice, oh my gosh, she's here. And they're like this, she's not going after the towers. Well, that's one of her objectives, but what she's after is really the baby.
Yeah.
And they're like, we can't stop her. We're going to have to lock down the whole building.
Yeah.
And he's like, looks around. It's like, wait, where's Johnny?
Yeah.
He already took off because he knows how to handle her.
Yeah.
This is where he gets a shining moment in the film. And this is where he tracks down the Silver Surfer and basically it has like a moment with her and telling her like
about her past and
about
everything.
Her past,
yeah.
her origin story.
And what happened on every planet, every family.
I like this part because this is the part where he's like I know you want the baby and I know you want my niece, like my uncle or nephew, my bad. And basically I know you want him. So instead of him, why don't you take me? I'll give up that. It's like not everything's about you.
Yeah.
And that's why she left and they went into the,
yeah, to the moon, like by the moon area.
By the moon area. And basically this is where he actually played the recordings. Or he actually talked to her in her own language. Yeah. She's like, you know my language? It's like, yeah, I study it. So are your people back on your own home world? Like basically that they miss you and they're thanking you every single day that you actually made that sacrifice to actually Galactus of being its tracker and devourer. And he's like, we think, and they all saying like, thank you. But obviously there's a dark side to that because by helping Galactus, you also ruin other planets that have families. And you see people crying out loud and screaming. And basically you start seeing, her getting very affected, and then she just takes off. She just leaves out of the out of Earth, 828, and she just doesn't come back until the very finale.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was hoping there'll be like a little bit more into her, a little bit more. Like maybe she's looking back on Earth and going like, "Am I doing the right thing just leaving?" Or like something like looking back, at least something like just thinking about it, like, or seeing Galactus destroying the planet while she's just standing there and doing nothing. Like, does she want another repeat of that? Like that, I wish that would have been more. Yeah, it would have helped a lot. Yeah. But obviously, it didn't show that. She just came back out of nowhere again. But hopefully, maybe an extended version there is one. But
yeah, nope. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. So what happened after that? After when they realized that everything is destroyed, what now?
Did they immediately figure it out or no?
No, they were stomped again. Reed Richards, he was like,
"Oh yeah, he was erasing the board and stuff like that. He was rewriting
and he's
the equation.
like this equation," and he's telling to everybody, and this, and I got nothing. And he just stops and looks at them, like, got nothing. Like I thought this plan was gonna work, but now it's not working. Wow. But he's thinking one last plan, and then Sue actually got the plan.
Oh yeah, what did you?
You're asking us to give up Franklin. Basically, not give up, but use him as bait.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we could do something other plan. But he's like, no, but you're thinking of that. He's like, it's the only way. And then she's like, but are you sure? He's like, and this is the part where she screamed because she actually doing the hard decision of trying to legitimately let her baby go into the coyote's den, without protection. And that's kind of hard to do as a mother.
Yeah. Or any parent, really.
Yeah, exactly. So, and this is the part where he has to confront her. He's like, I know what you're doing, and I know this is a long shot, but we had to try. Yeah. And it's like, but then this is when he started thinking, like, maybe instead of just moving the Earth, we could actually just move him away from Earth.
Yeah.
So basically, he could be stuck into a different parallel or to a different universe, far, far away. Yeah. And obviously, he won't be able to track us because his ship would be like further away.
Yeah.
But the only thing is we had to use the baby to get Galactus off his damn ship.
Yeah, for he could actually go in.
Yeah, and this is the part, obviously he's like, we had to do the plan. So everybody's doing the plan, the calculations, and basically getting ready for the final battle.
Takes 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just to get it open.
Exactly. And this is the part where it's getting intense. Everything's riding on this. They have a plan. And would it be a successful plan? We don't know. So, and I was actually kind of going like, ooh, what's going on? What's going to happen? And then what happened after this, boy?
Well, I was hoping they would lose. But what doesn't happen is when they figured out this is when Galactus finally arrives. You see that they would be like, oh, he passed Jupiter or he's past Mars. He's here. Yeah. So they had to get help from the Mole Man.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And this is because they don't want to have a Man of Steel moment where everybody dies because of one thing. So they have the Mole Man to go underneath the hole, basically underground.
Move people pretty much everyone just underground, the whole town.
They did this with Superman as well. They're really trying to avoid this. Like, casualties. They don't want that. So, evacuating
which
the city.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. So I buy it.
So when Galactus does show up, it's empty. Pretty much. So when you see him hovering,
he's like
slowly hops off.
It was sick. I love that part.
He jumps off, looks at the Statue of Liberty.
It just smiles. It just like
he smells the grass, but then he does the scan thing.
Yeah. I like how he does it. It's like all menacing, like this planet will be mine to devour. And I just love how he's looking at the Statue of Liberty. Like, this is the tallest thing they could come up with. Like, it was just like this intimidating being. He's just like, yeah, whatever. And then after that, he was scanning and he starts seeing where the baby, where it was at.
Yeah.
And he's like walking all like just normally. And he's like, all right, I hope everybody's ready because this is our one long shot.
Yeah.
A Hail Mary pass. And they all started like doing their own thing. Johnny basically tried blinding them, with the fire.
Yeah. So they used he figured it out. He was like, this is too convenient because he stopped.
Yeah.
And then he said like something like stupid insects or something like that.
No, he said like, oh, smart insects.
Oh, yeah.
Like intelligent insects. What nice, clever little guys. Because he turns around before he gets into the trap where you'll be teleported. Yeah. And he started turning and they're worried now. It's like, no, he didn't took the bait. We got to stop him. And this is where the part where all of them had their unique way to stop him. Basically, Mr. Fantastic basically saw one of those tubes that he noticed like from his back. They start opening it, and basically he's using like those like little poles to open that pack, and he kind of stops him a little bit so they could try to stall him in their best. So basically he doesn't, because while he was doing that, you see Ben trying to hit him as hard as he can. He just knocks him into orbit.
Yeah, he literally
get out of here, like small fry. While he was flying up in the sky, Johnny managed to grab him, and he's starting to come down, but not before where he grabbed Mr. Fantastic. He got annoyed at him and stretching him one of those like little bubble gums.
Yeah.
Like that, how you just want to stretch him, and you could see everything tearing apart from him.
Yeah.
You start hearing the sound. I was like, oh, it's going to rip him in half? But obviously you're not going to see that. But you could see that his shirt was ripping. He was getting so flexible. Like he was panicking. And this is the part where you get the famous scene from Ben.
The trailer.
From the trailer. And you see, hey, Ben, do you know what time is it? I'm not going to say it, Johnny. Yeah, it's like, whatever. It's clobbering time. And you could believe that. I think I would believe that the thing could hit him hard enough that it'll make, knock him down.
Yeah, which it did. Yeah, it stunned him good.
Yeah, that he releases Reed Richards, like that. And I was like, that's pretty, pretty nice.
Yeah.
But obviously it knocked him down so hard that he kind of fell kind of hard. And obviously Johnny tried stopping him, but he kind of slingshot him too.
Yeah.
Kind of hit him. And this is the part where Sue Storm tried driving.
Yeah.
Turned invisible, but obviously
he saw. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of slapped that car away. Like he knew where she was. Her visibility did not work on him. So he slapped it. He crashed, and he's kind of worried now.
Then he sees Kirby.
Oh, Kirby.
With the freaking baby, and then he puts it on lockdown. Galactus literally just tears the fucking piece.
Did Herbie die? No.
I don't think so.
No, he didn't? Okay. I was wondering if he got destroyed and they just rebuild him.
No, I don't remember. No, I don't think so.
Because I'm like, that's a big hand.
Yeah. No. But, he did pick up the baby.
Yeah, and he was basically looking at him. He used the teleporting, like the telekinesis powers he had while he was taking the baby away. And this is when Sue Storm saw what was happening, and basically she made her choice. What happened here, boy? She did the force field. Basically, she used all her power to push her. I wish it was a little bit more emotional, like give me back my baby and do that, or because she was more quiet than anything else. But she did basically manage to stop her. And to be fair, in the comics, she's a lot stronger. Sue is all stronger than all four of them.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, even Dr. Doom is like, yeah, she's strong.
Yeah.
So basically, she did that and basically actually was pushing Galactus. And you see Galactus trying to hold on.
Yeah, he couldn't move, actually.
Yeah, and obviously you see Reed Richards was like, don't do this. You're going to die. It's like, save our baby.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you're right. And then basically they start going out there and basically you see Ben smashing the pillars, supporting
the Galactus, which breaks.
And basically he started using flame. Or Johnny went to go to the control panel so he could start the countdown. And
30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Like, go do it now. And basically it was working. And, Sue Storm you start seeing her like getting colder, basically like using all that power. And she kind of was just using everything, like all the power she had. And was killing her. And basically Fantastic was able to grab the baby.
Yeah, he grabbed the baby. Mm-hmm. The countdown started. He did go inside.
Yeah.
But he was coming back out.
Yeah.
This is where Johnny was going to kill himself.
Oh, he was going to make the sacrifice, Johnny. And he's like, I know what I have to do. So he starts going in there, and everyone's like, don't do this, Johnny. And then that's when the Silver Surfer came out of nowhere and pushes Johnny out of the way and basically slam in to Galactus so hard because Galactus was in the dark portal. He was getting in there. He's like slowly coming out. But if it wasn't for the Silver Surfer, he would have basically just come out anyway. Yeah. So obviously they both got transported out to a different, who knows where, to a different planet.
Different solar system.
Yeah, different solar system. And basically he will be stranded there for like centuries. There is no way you'll be able to come back. But he's still out there, though, so you might find a way.
Yeah.
All pissed off, and he'll eventually come back.
Yeah.
But basically, the Silver Surfer managed to actually do this huge sacrifice and basically kind of give Earth a second chance. And basically, she was done following his orders.
Yeah.
Sue was already feeling the effects what she did, and basically, she died.
Not before we get this bad CGI scene.
Yeah, it was a bad CGI. Don't get me wrong.
Hard to watch.
Yeah, I know. I know Reed Richards. I could feel Reed Richards trying to keep her alive, and you see Ben I'm sorry, she's dead. And he was trying his best. He really was trying to bring her back, but he couldn't. So what happened after this whole bad CGI boy?
Oh, well, the baby just... Gosh, it was so bad.
Yeah, it was bad.
The baby literally just goes on top of her.
That's what I'm saying. The baby CGI here was really bad.
This was a really hard scene to see, but the baby goes on top of her because he was performing CPR, but it wasn't working. But he starts performing, like I said, CPR. Didn't work. Mm. The baby wanted to go on top of her. The baby went on top of her and brought her back.
Bringing people back to the dead. Well, because you get to see her
force heal.
Yeah, exactly, force heal. Who cares? It's whatever power it is, he has it. So when that happened, her eyes turned blue. And basically
it's Galaxy. It was like Galaxy, yeah.
Oh, yeah, like that.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, and basically she goes back alive, and they're all happy, and they're all, shocked. It's like, I can't believe you're back alive. The baby was happy as well. And basically they all hugged each other, all four of them. It's showing that they actually did it. Months later passed, right?
Yeah. Are you talking about the end credit, or just what happened?
No, it was just a month. A month or two went by. Because after the whole thing went off, and basically it went back to the narration of the introduction again. They have saved the planet again, once again, the Fantastic Four, and they are here with a brand new member, the fifth baby.
Yeah, which they said no.
Yeah, which of course is no, he's not going to wear that. He's too young.
Gosh, I hate this scene. I just remembered it.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No, because literally after that scene, there's the Fantastic Four, their anniversary. All of them are there, but then they get the alert.
Oh, yeah, beep, 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 and they have to leave. And everyone's like, oh. Yeah. And then this is when they all started walking. It's like, oh, I wonder who's attacking us. We're going to have to keep going. This is a part. Yeah, it went off a little part.
It was ridiculous. It was a waste of a scene, man.
Yeah, it was a little bit too much, but obviously
it was the end scene too, which was the worst part.
Yeah, exactly. It's just showing them that, you know, obviously it's a little bit difficult being, you know, a caretaker, especially when you're having this unknown knowledge of taking care of, you know, a baby, because, you know, they're trying to have this moment where it is tough having a kid, and you just see them trying to take a seatbelt in until Mr. Fantastic did it. Funny. It wasn't funny. I think it was a little too much. It was literally
like a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna defend that part either. It was bad. I think it went off a little bit too much, and obviously after when they finally got into the car, they just took off and they just turned left and it scene done. And basically this is where we get those two. Which one do you want to take?
The last one's literally just the comic. It's just like the TV show.
It is a TV show.
And then the other one, it's 4 years later though.
Mm-hmm. Now this is the one that it is really important because it connects to everything. It connects because it finally shows Robbie Downey Jr.'s or Dr. Doom.
Yeah.
And he's right there. Basically, this is the part where I tell you about the scene where he like which book he wants to read. He's like, well, his favorite is the most intelligent book in the world. But obviously, Sue Storm is like, no, we're gonna just gonna read some normal books this time around, like kid stuff.
Yeah.
And then obviously she noticed something in the corner of her eye that there's somebody standing over the kid.
Yeah.
And then she's ready to use her powers against whoever that is. And obviously you see Dr. Doom holding the kid. And then boom. And it shows Fantastic Four will return in Doomsday.
When is that?
It's coming out next year. But it's coming. It's coming. So basically, I enjoy this. I enjoy this a little too much. Maybe because my expectation was a little lower. But to be honest, I actually enjoyed it. So what about you, boy?
No, I didn't like this film.
But yeah, I think if you're a comic book fan, you're going to definitely 100% love this. You are in for a treat. You guys are eating good. Real good. And especially for a July film, I'm actually shocked. But for me, I think 100% Fantastic Four is the number one spot for me for July of all movies. How about you? Which one, boy? Jurassic Park, Superman, or Fantastic Four?
I think I like Edgerton more. And that wasn't even... You didn't watch the Edgerton?
Is that...
That had Joaquin Phoenix.
Was that a July film?
Yeah, it came out this month.
Oh, okay. So there you go. So you had a different perspective, but yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, that's it. I can't wait for the future of the Fantastic Four. I heard they're green-lighted for a sequel, so after the Doomsday. So I'm actually excited to see Earth 838 again. Or 828, yeah, again. Okay. I'm excited, so whatever happens, we will definitely completely see it when it comes out. But until then, we're done. All right, later, guys. Okay.